Welcome to the Regal Eagle Report. I'm Lasia.
I'm Noor.
And I'm Matthew, and we are your co-hosts.
We're Team 2869, a diverse and inclusive team located at Zephyr High School.
We are aiming for our podcast to be an inclusive... Nope.
It's okay.
Can we start over or?
No, just okay.
We are aiming for our podcast to be an outlet to interact with other teams and collaborate on varied ideas and thoughts.
We are so excited to introduce our new series where we interview one team from every state.
Embark on our journey as we will be aiming to hit every state, reaching our goal of 50.
For this week's episode, we'll be interviewing Metal in Motion from South Carolina.
So please introduce yourselves as well as your position on the team. We'll start first. I'm Matthew, I'm the mentoring lead, and I also help with outreach and mechanical.
I'm Lasia, and I'll manage the podcast and any operations activities.
I'm Nora, and I work on the electrical team.
Perfect.
So our first question is, how was your team founded? Like, what is its origin?
Our team was founded in the year 1999. Metal in Motion was our first year team motto, and it was not our original name. We just called it 2001. But Metal in Motion
Okay, so our second question is, was there a story behind your team's name, and if so, what was it?
I think she told you a lot of the story of moving from the, getting into Metal in Motion as part of it. Part of the other reason for it being Metal in Motion, besides the sounding peppier, is that we have a lot of manufacturing and that does a lot of metal fabricating here in town, and so they were also paying tribute to all those metal fabricating guys.
That's interesting. That's so cool. So you said you guys have been apart from 1999, you said? So wait, how many years have you guys, how many years is that?
This year we are celebrating 25 years.
Silver anniversary.
We actually put on t-shirts with pictures if you can see it.
But that's so cool.
And you guys individually, how many years have you also been on the team?
I have been on the year for. I've been on the team for 1 year. This is my second time. I've been on the team. This will be my
He and I are actually twins. I've been on the team since fall of 2023, and this is my first game.
I'm a team too! Yeah. Wait, are you guys like seniors and juniors or sophomores? Oh, all of you freshmen? Or
Senior.
Actually, I couldn't tell you earlier. I'm Landon.
oh,
So, where is like your school located? Like, is it a big school district, small? Are there many FSC teams around you?
So we are no longer the Kimberly Center, which was with the school district. Our local school district, the entire county is one school district. But we are now out of Tri-County Technical College, it's a 2-year post-secondary school, and this allows us to bring in students from not just the public high schools, which we have, but private schools
how do you guys do fundraising? Like, do you guys does the school fund you guys or no?
We do our fundraising through sponsors and
Yeah, like resources.
Yeah, yes, resources. So, what would you have? We have seven sponsors here that provide most of our funding. And then if we're in need of fundraiser, we have a few places that will let us put out tip jars and put money in and things like that. So.
Anything works. That's nice.
Yeah. All right, so we have like 2 freshmen right here, but how has your team helped increase membership for underclassmen?
Or from other school districts as well, like around the other schools, even Georgia. Like, how did you get that far?
So, one of the ways that we recruit freshmen or recruit students is we send out speaking speakers to the corner area and say, hey, we're more than happy to come in administration. We're more than happy to share some information about our team. And so through that, we have gotten several different members of our team to come and join. And also just by word of mouth and by we encourage have a friend, bring your friend, share with your friend. And that's how our team has grown so much over the last few years. I've actually thought, hey, do you want to come look at this robotics thing? It's really cool. Sure, why not? And and so when I finally became of age last year for kickoff, my dad and me came down and I've been sticking with her since.
We found out about the team through a homeschool event. He and I are actually homeschooled. And they had present there one of our lead mentors as well as one of the senior students, and they were handing out information. That's how we found out about the team.
So every time we go to festivals, we take the robot to school registration, back to school registration, those kind of things, and that's how we get most of our members as well as friends of the students.
We do something similar, right? When we do STEM nights where we like show off our robot to little kids.
So they get to drive it too. So.
Yeah.
Wait, how many members are you?
This year we have 22, which have 22 students. 10 members. We have over doubled. In the last year, our student members, so that's been really interesting to get used to having a lot more people, which is it's a fantastic thing to get used to. Still having gone from like 12 students to 22 students is a lot.
10 mentors is crazy.
Wait, 10 mentors, like including alum, or like just like 10 mentors?
No, that's including alum. But we have some mentors that are obsessed and come every night and get here a little early. And then we have some mentors who only can be here once or twice a week. And so in that 10, there's a variety there. But that is including our alum.
So, do you guys meet at the school or is it like a technical facility outside?
At the school. At think this is at the school.
It's an engineering school. Off campus. You live off campus and you have engineering class.
The technical college, I think in New York, you may call it community colleges. So it's a 2-year, you get associate degrees or get your base stuff done and then transfer to a 4-year school. So we are right there close to the university, so a lot of students go to come and get their prereqs and then go to Clemson for their finals. They do have a lot of technical careers that give you associate degrees, but it would be like a community college if you were not used to it.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
That's really cool.
I know you guys mentioned your sponsors, like you kind of reach out through your mentors, and I understood you give demonstrations. So I was wondering if you could speak more on like how you communicate with your sponsors. If there are any other ways you get them. I know like we one of our sponsors is Optimum. We went in to their facility and we did a demonstration. So if you guys can speak more on that.
The question was how we get more sponsors. The audio cut out a little bit. So
Yeah.
So one of the ways that we communicate with our sponsors
Several of our sponsors we have mentored directly there, so they can relate. They can take messages back. All of our sponsors are always invited to our competitions.
And actually, 2 of our sponsors we've had throughout the inception through today of this team. One of those is Itron, and the other, I believe, is for Schneider Electric.
That's really nice. Yeah, we have like a long time sponsor with Optimum since a really long time. So that's really cool.
Like 5+ years.
Yeah.
And we do something like a sponsor night where we invite our sponsors to our school, and we also have sponsor packages where like you actually get something in return for giving us money. So, do you guys have anything like that?
Yes, we have a sponsor packet that we send out to them when we send them their thank you plaque. We also always invite them to our information night in the fall.
And we always include the sponsor sticker on our robot just so they can see the decal on the top page for sponsors and so that they can see their money
I think we did that a few years ago with Optimum. I think we had a sticker or something.
So here's our list. Some other sponsors you guys have.
So our other sponsors this year is Regal. These are all manufacturing plants here in the county. We already mentioned Schneider, Itron, Duke Power. They do energy. Most of everybody's connected with Duke Power. Around here for Duke Power. Cryovac. Horton, and there's another one. Oh, Tricon Tech. I'm sorry, the former meeting. They're a sponsor. And Rev Robotics. We have a team Rev this year. We've got their grant this year.
Really nice.
Did you do team Rev this year?
No.
I don't think so.
We have some local, like you said, you have the local plants. We have some local restaurants. Yeah, but so a few big. I know we had NASA in the past. Do we have NASA this year? I don't think so. I know we had NASA in the past.
We
The
have like
Optimum.
a martial arts. We have a lot of mom and pop shops.
Yeah, like local things that we reach
So
out.
we it's like affiliated with the school district, so they help us.
They help us a lot. The school helps us.
They are very generous.
But other sponsors help us just as much, especially Optimum. They're our biggest ones. Just be like,
Do you guys do like any other fundraisers like besides sponsors?
Well, we're actually currently getting something in the works with our local library system. Oh, although that wouldn't be a fundraiser, that would be more of an outreach event. Other fundraisers that we do.
Last year, when we knew that we were going to go to championships, talk about
When we found out that we needed to go to championships, or that we needed to because we qualified and we all really wanted to. We needed funds in order to get there, obviously, because making a 15-hour trek down to Texas is a long drive from South Carolina. And so we were very grateful to be reached out to by one of our local pizza places, and also they do music nights, raising live music music. And one of the we had a connection with someone over there. The peanut butter whiskey band actually. They were like a rock metal band thing. All women of slightly
okay, my age.
and so we were able to do a demonstration there, and through the community we were able to
That's something I'd see in a movie.
We raised close to $2,000.
You guys.
that
So-
one night we raised close to $2,000.
That's great.
That's really good.
You guys said you drove.
Yes, we did.
Bro, you guys drove to Texas?
Well, they.
These two were not here, but Isabella and myself, we ended up driving. Well, we were, technically, I did not do any of the driving but we did an all-night journey to Texas. And we were in transit for like 22 hours non-stop. That was interesting. Other people stopped halfway. But we were driving in a hot trailer to
Dad could not leave till after work on a Tuesday night. Well, the rest of us left Tuesday afternoon. Since we are not specifically with the school district, we don't have access to busing. And because of where our hotel was, we needed to have vehicles there. We had a lot of parents that wanted to go down, so we just all carpooled down to there. So those of us who left Tuesday afternoon, we went into Louisiana, stayed overnight, and then we finished the rest of the trip. It was just that one vehicle that didn't leave till later. And then coming back, we did the same thing. We left Saturday afternoon and went to Louisiana and then finished on Sunday. So again, it's because of the nature of our team coming from so many places. And so carpooling is our method of transportation. Pretty much everywhere is carpooling. You all are in one school?
We're Bethpage. Like in the middle left of Long Island.
Middle left of all.
We're like an hour out from the city.
Yep.
But no, I continue. Sorry.
Are all of y'all like associated with one school?
So our team's within the school. Like our team's affiliated with the school. So our labs in the school, like everything in the school. We're in the school.
Yeah, everything is.
And y'all are very
Yeah. I'm a sophomore,
And we both are juniors. So.
and we have a number of seniors and freshmen on the team. But I wanted to ask about your robot. Was it evolved in the coming years? And like maybe different things that you want that like this year specifically, or like, oh, this is a good idea to put on the robot. We could use this. Like I was like speaking on your robot a little more.
What's our big development?
In past years, we were driving with Tank Drive, and we recently.
Right.
Rev,
So that is amazing.
No, they didn't give it to us. We spent that $1,000.
Yes. But our biggest upgrade recently is that we are now a sport driver.
Okay.
We have been
did not go well. We call that the robot that shall not be named. And it didn't go well because our drivers didn't end up having any type of practice. So they went to their first competition, they looked drunk. They weren't, but they did look that way. So we have been doing tank drives since then, except for 1 year. It still was a tank drive, but we did have treads on it instead of wheels. But this is full force swerve, and our drivers have had, well, they're probably out there driving it right now.
Yeah.
We have also evolved a lot over the past 8 years, and as we did not used to use any CAD drawings, we would use hand drawings and take pictures of the drawings that we had, and that was it. But over the past 8 years, we have developed our own CAD team, we've developed a lot of people who specialize in that, and we now
CAD is really helpful. Like even like we have a good CAD team this year that's very, very helpful.
What software do you guys use?
Fusion 360.
We used Fusion in the past. We just switched to Onshape because it's easier shareable. It's like on the cloud. So I think that's the reason we switched. But like I said, CAD is amazing.
And I think we started using CAD pretty recently as well to make
Like actually using CAD pretty recently. It's so helpful.
Yeah, we have a robot like entirely, like one program entirely CADed, which has been very useful. Everything's like, what is this? Check the CAD.
Yeah, no, it's so helpful.
Exactly, and it's been so cool to be able to see
What was with this game, I'm curious, what was your strategy in like making the robot? Like what'd you like, oh, we can achieve scoring this way, or we can achieve balancing or like this way.
One thing, part of the game that really puzzled us was the scoring of the track. I'm sure that everyone was puzzled about that, but we worked on
What we use as our intake also doubles as our trap shooter, and the way that it works is, and the amp shooter, but the way that it works is the node feeds into the intake, and then it can rise on an elevator that can then change its axis and shoot into the trap from a point if you are hanging on the chain. And it also doubles as our amp shooter. And also when you're hanging on the chain, the robot will kind of tip forward because of the way that the weight's balanced, making it easier to shoot into the trap. So that's how we overcame it.
That's fairly similar. We have an intake, but our shooter and our intake are separately. But we also have like an elevator, like you said. So pretty similar concepts.
One of our
Yeah.
you can go ahead, it's fine.
our shooter and our intake are different. We have a shooter for the and then we have an intake for the shooter. So technically we have two different things as well. And we've also redesigned our score findings so many different times. And we can run
Getting ready for the 5 or 6.
typically ready for the 5 or 6 design of our
Yeah, those are sort of my favorite parts of the robot. They're very unique in the way that they can lock onto the chain. That way the robot will be sliding in game if another robot were to get on the chain.
Oh wow. That's
One of with the cop bot, like the kid parts bot we got, we were trying to add like the hook to it, and we added it, and it was all good, and then we're like, oh wait, it doesn't go high enough for the chain. So
exactly what we've been doing, and we also
It
Something-
doesn't, usually not one of these people have all the answers. It usually takes several to get them all.
Yeah, makes sense.
Something that I'm like really psyched about this year is that we started using Swerve like last year, I think, and this year we have a Kraken Swerve. So like everyone's so excited because we've never had it.
That is something to be excited.
Yeah, it's really nice. Everyone has like Kraken stickers.
I got my second. That's it.
How many phone
How
cases?
is coding with the crowd?
I don't know much about coding.
So me and so there's 4 programmers. Actually, one from we have a freshman, junior, sophomore, and a senior. So very diverse with that. And one of the seniors helps out with everything. So a lot of the time, the junior and the 2 and me and the freshman, we try to handle that stuff. So I know with the Krakens, we were trying to make I don't really remember the Krakens. I know we did the cop-up. I remember we did just a lot of looking back at like the documentation, very helpful, and on whatever what other people have said in like the forums. Chief Delphi, that's what I was trying to say. Chief Delphi.
This year, actually.
Yeah,
That helps a lot. Like any questions you have, like go to Chief Delphi.
yeah, that's what they're telling us.
Helped us so much.
Whenever we had a problem, we're like, oh, this doesn't work. It goes, did you check Chief Delphi? Did you check the docs? Like, it's like the answer has to be somewhere because someone else has already done it. What's next? Oh yeah, do you guys have so you guys are FRC. Do you guys have any other FTC or FLL teams in like your area or anything you're affiliated with?
We don't have any FTC teams in our area that are close to us right now. Right now, Vex is much bigger in the upstates. FTC is trying to get back with that. FLL, we're trying to regrow that. Actually, First Lego League in our county started with our team, but unfortunately, volunteers. After a while, that kind of petered out. So we're working on that again. We do have a few that mentor an FLL team in Hampshire County, the next county over, and then some of us are working with another organization to start bringing some more FLL teams back to our county. We don't have any specifically coming out of our team. If we get enough and we have enough middle schoolers that want to also be on the team, then we would like to start an FTC team at that point so that we could have them for that, but that's just not happened yet at this point.
Several of our team members also volunteer at the FLL competitions when we can, since we can't start one or be affiliated with one right now. We like to volunteer to be able to still be part of that community.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. So what are some major outreach initiatives that you've taken locally and internationally?
Well, last year in autumn we went to Jazz on the Alley, which is a local thing every Thursday, right? In downtown Seneca, South Carolina. It's like a music festival.
Cool.
One of our biggest outreaches,
Alright, so one of our biggest organizations that we are so proud to be a part of is the Blue Ridge Innovation Entrepreneur. Brief is on called Brief, and they work to unlock the socioeconomic potential for kids that have going from families or maybe from broken homes or history of abuse. It is a place for them to go and be able to learn more about STEM and to kind of have a safe place and to be able to just kind of learn more about the things that they love and be around them.
That is so great.
That's really nice.
We are very excited to be part of their team. We have had mentors go and teach their high schoolers about coding, and also we currently have people that will go and they'll help lead classes, and they actually do FLL series.
Oh.
And it's been really cool. So while we don't get to actually work with our teams, we have been able to help recruit children to learn about FLL, and we also invite them to get registration
really
This year, we actually, with Brief, they ran a summer camp with one of the local community centers, and so they asked us to head up to Lego Robotics. We use first Lego League material, and we also use Lego Ed material with them. And so, 5 or 6 of us did that this summer, where 4 days, and we ran the Lego Robotics part of the summer camp with them. And then we do the same in fall and spring, and they do lessons with, again, my husband and I are the directors of their Lego Robotics area of their thing, so we provide volunteers to help teach that. And then my husband and I trained some of their volunteers that are not from our team, that were, they were providing some Lego Robotics to an after-school program this spring. With build season, we could not help with that. It's a little further away, and we just couldn't add that into our school. And so we trained their volunteers. So we've done training for their volunteers, and we do other programs. So that's a pretty big partnership for us. They're going to have a field trip to that later for that robotics club to our first competition next week, and we will be, some of our students will guide them around so they can see what's going on with the big robots.
And I have some specs on my phone in terms of demonstrations that we've done. And over the last 5 years, we have done 21 children tailored events to show our robot, 4 adult tailored events, and then 4 different events that are tailored towards both. We have also helped in 15 first related events for like FRC over the last 2 years. And so
Oh yeah. Also another thing that we are planning is an outreach event with our library, in which our local library has this event that they call Lego Club, which they do once or twice every month for different age groups. So we were thinking if we could get in on that, and since we are working with Brief and FL well, maybe teach them something about Lego robotics, and that option would be for us to target older students and give like a CAD demonstration or something. But we're still in discussion with that, and we're hoping that it goes underway well.
That's great.
That's really nice.
Has your team done anything internationally or tried to?
I think it's a good thing, but no.
Yeah, but like community, I love your community outreach, especially with Brief. That's really, really cool.
I wanted to know, where do you guys go for your regional? Is it like pretty close to you guys, or I'm curious.
Okay, so where are we going next weekend?
Next weekend, we are going about 45 minutes down the road to, yeah, it's pretty close. Our first competition. We're going,
Actually, and Natalie doesn't have to drive far. This is in Anderson.
club every day, and I get to just drive 7 minutes from my house. So that's amazing.
We're in the district hall. So we have the Peachtree District, which is right up South Carolina and Georgia, and we will be competing first at Anderson, and then we're going down to Charleston, about 5 or 6 hours from there.
Guys, do you guys know, wait, what's the team? We talked to a team yesterday, called Rockets from Alabama, and they also go to Peachtree. Do you guys know them?
Okay, yeah, Rockets. These guys don't know the Rockets because all these guys have been with the team since we've gone to this district model, which is just very recent. So they didn't get a chance to ever meet the Rockets. But we used to, when we competed before, Peachtree District was a district, and there was just a Peachtree Regional. They would come up and we competed several times. We went down, took our team down to Huntsville, Alabama, to their regional that they have down there. And so several of our mentors know the Rockets, but these guys have not had a chance to meet them. I remember one year at Peachtree Regional, this first year, before it was a district, we were playing with them, and they're 34 and we were 43, so we were sitting across right next to each other, and so we would all keep going 3, 34, 3, so that we had it all together. So that was way before their all time.
So, you guys have went to Worlds, of course. So, like, what's your favorite part or like your greatest takeaway? Literally.
keep it light.
So, me and Natalie, we at competitions last year, we had a bunch of like bracelets and necklaces to give away, more necklaces, and so we said that any person walking around with like this necklace on them was deemed our child and a special member of 3/4 grade. And we brought that to Worlds. We gave out a lot of necklaces, and so we have children in Mexico, Brazil, just, like all over the world, guys.
The Green 43 has spread to conquer the globe.
We need a necklace from you guys this year if you see it at Worlds.
Absolutely.
I'm going out. I'm going out of my way. I am looking for you guys. I am joining the family.
Yes.
We will be joining the family.
Oh, it's so cute. I love that.
And
And-
the thing that is also a lot of fun is but last year before our district championship went, we were trying to figure out a way to and because whenever you're gonna get you'll have things that are like that, you'll have other things and stuff going on. You know the kids when you see them, like, that's Oscar or that's a different team.
Or that's toast.
And or Fred. But so we decided that we wanted to do the theme, and Isabella and her dad are actually the ones that did it.
So, me and my dad, 'cause in our district, we were. It's not a bad thing to be known as the like really really nice team, but other teams had like 1102 has like dragons and stuff, and 342 is like burning magnetos, and so they all have themes. Yeah, they are the loud ones, but all these other teams have themes, and we didn't really. So me and my dad were driving one day, we were thinking about it, and like, no, what can we do with that? And I think my dad pitched the idea of heavy metal, and so I pitched it to the rest of the team, and we ran with it. Me and Natalie do the hair and makeup for the team. I didn't see any photos. Well,
I love that.
Wait, you guys do your hair and makeup for Worlds? Or
yes.
It's but we only had 12 kids, so probably waking up with Isabella at 2:30 in the morning to go down to the hotel lobby and to just spray paint a bunch of kids' hair red and silver was like one of the best memories.
So if you will go back and rewatch the kickoff video, you will see a quick thing go by of them doing our drive coach's makeup on his face.
That's what I was looking at.
Very quick, but if you watch it, you'll see she's making up his face. I think his hair's always spiked. You see it's white and it's going straight up. And I think we can do a star around his eyes.
I think so. It's
So look into kickoff and you'll see that's our drive coach. That's Natalie.
I love that so
No,
much.
that's definitely one of my favorite parts of Worlds, like seeing team spirit and like all these like different like so it's so
Last year
cool.
we were doing like
Oh yeah. And
face.
then
Yeah, we do face paint.
Oh, we
like,
do
just,
that.
like, right.
So I
We do
love
that.
that.
perfect.
Oh yeah.
Also, I think it's really cool because now this year it's crescendo. It's music themed. So have you met?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we have a big plank over this our year.
We're excited too.
I like
we
this.
also we have been working with getting a new logo for our team. We've revised it in a while, and so taking into the fact that we have made ourselves more metal in motion and more
Oh, I
Oh
love
my God, that's a.
monthly, we have made our theme more heavy metal. We have a guitar, we have aspects of building, we have aspects of metal parts that we use, and our marketing team has had so much fun with being able to do that. So that was really fun.
Do you guys sell merch at your booth in Worlds or anything? Like, how can I?
Trade t-shirts and we give out free buttons.
I'm getting one of those buttons.
Nice.
You won't tell us. We have mohawks and we look like we are.
Oh yeah, we'll find it. We'll
Yeah,
find
and
it.
if I have the time, I will do your makeup.
Yeah.
Okay, so generally, what's your favorite part of robotics? Like, what do you love about robotics?
Okay. I'm homeschooled. FRC, and I gained many friends, not only from Peachtree, but also from just like a lot of places around the world. And it's really great that I'm able to make so many friends.
That's great.
That's
I
it.
just love. I never realized that I liked engineering or this sort of thing before one of the members on our team was like, "Hey, I'm part of this robotics team." I'd actually been stalking this team for like a couple of months through the people that I knew that were on it, and then so when they invited me, I was like, "Yes, I could finally be in person instead of stalking them online." And and so that was really cool. And I walked in the door and I was like, "This is home." I love this place so much, and every time I walk in, I still feel like
Right.
I like working with the machines that we have. Yeah. I like working with the mill and the lathe. Those are both really fun to work with. Personally, for me, it's the initiative, how everybody gets together to get something done. And sometimes it's hard because you have this limited amount of time that you always work through it. I really like that.
That's great.
So those are all the questions from our team, and now it's more like open floor. You guys can ask us anything else.
what are y'all's favorite parts about being on your team?
Can I start?
Yes, you can.
So I just love how we're honestly like such a nice like big family, and just like the teamwork involved, it gets me so happy. Like I just love staying here like on late days, because today's actually a late day. We stay till 9 p.m. So I just like love like we work together. We also have fun. We order in food. Like I just love being part of this team.
Bonding, yeah, bonding is like a huge.
I love
thing.
team bonding.
Like I think one of my favorite parts is that like the work we put in, like after kickoff, like it all pays off in the end. Like all the work you put in, like you know that like you're gonna get like a good outcome out of it. So I think that it's like the motivation that like really drives me to do it. I love it.
Personally, I think it's just all so cool. Like I walk into the lab and I'm just like, whoa, like this, like we have everything we could ever need. It's all so cool. I'm very interested in this stuff, clearly, but it's just all so cool to me. And like Lewati said, and like what you guys are saying, like we're coming together to do this like really cool thing, and I love it. Also, like when you contribute, like it's nice to contribute to something, you know, especially something you're interested in.
You can say like I did that. Like I
did
was
that.
there to help. you.
Exactly. Like if
I made that part.
if I was not there, this wouldn't have been done.
It's an accomplishment. Like
Yeah.
an accomplishment.
Yes, it's very good.
So, what inspired you to start this podcast?
Common question. So last year we wanted a way to like interact with teams. Like we couldn't really meet face to face because we have like the privilege of having a lot of teams around us. But we wanted to connect with teams like around the country. So last year we interviewed a team from the Dominican Republic called Steampunks, and we had like a really close relation with them. And we housed their robot, but now they're coming to the Alabama regional. So hopefully you guys will see them there. But okay. So we decided that we can expand this year by initiating like a 50-state series. So through this 50-state series, we wanted to interview one team from every state and learn more about how their team functions. Because honestly, there's a lot of teams function so differently from ours. So it's so cool to see like how they work in like the West, things like that. And it's really different than what we have here.
And talking to other teams is also just generally
Exactly.
so
I
fun.
love talking to other people.
What is something you learned from another team that? Okay, I got it wrong. What's something you learned from another team while doing this podcast?
One thing, I think not really about learning, but just like the inspiration that they gave us. Like a lot of teams from the West, I don't really remember the team names because we have been doing this in the past 2 months. But like a lot from the West, like I think from Washington, I'm forgetting, but a couple. Like
Sonic Explorer.
Sonic Explorer from Washington. But a lot of them, like, they didn't have a lot of FRC teams around them, so they had to, like, communicate with other teams and things like that. So that just showed us how, like, how privileged we are to have so many teams we connect with. Because one of our events we host is Regal Eagle Roundtables. So during that event, we invite like teams from around the island and around us to come and join and we talk about like new initiatives we started, new things we're looking to do this year, and it's just like a whole conference but like informally, and it's like a lot of fun to do that. So I learned like other teams, how they function, and just how their team structure goes, because a lot of teams we interviewed, like Team Neutrinos, one of them from Iowa, they're connected with the university, so they meet in Purdue University. So that's where like all go and everything.
Like similar, like you guys, you were saying you're like they're your sponsor.
Yes, meeting at a university, that's something we're not familiar with here in New York. So that was really
You guys have your first team.
16 years.
no how much.
Oh, me? Wait, personally? Not the sorry.
Team.
I missed it. Oh, it was the team?
Yeah.
Team is,
Yeah.
the team is 16 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
2009.
That's
How long have you guys been part of
a part of first, 5 years a part of first, because FLL prior to this, 2 years in FRC. So 2 FRC and 5 total with FLL.
I've been ever since 6th grade for FLL, and this is 3rd year. Those are 6.
So I've been part of it for the shortest amount of time, but I think 3 years, so since freshman year.
I know they have more, but she had a list. But if any of you all decide to ever look at Clemson as a great engineering school, let us know, and we will make sure that you are welcome down here because
Here's a little mentor.
this is where we are. So much of blood, but we would not let you just, be like feel like you didn't have family around. We would.
We did it in Grand, South Carolina.
I'd say
Love that. So
We will definitely reach out.
Yeah, so many people from our school are applying to Clemson because our English teacher, he's like senior seminar teacher, so he talks about all these seniors applying to Clemson.
No,
Mr. Lynch. And he's always like, oh my god, so many seniors are applying to Clemson, Georgia Tech, and he told us Clemson and Virginia Tech. Sorry, Georgia Tech and Coastal Carolina were huge schools this year. So
my gecko.
We can provide a welcome here, and we can find people to welcome you on the coast. We know teams down that way also. But I know one of the questions was, how did you run your team meetings?
our team meetings.
Our team? Oh, we have the debriefs.
So
You talk about those.
So our team structure, how it works is we have a build captain and like an overall team captain. We have a vice president of operations, which is like outreach, fundraising, all that, and then a vice president of engineering, and then we have like sub teams under each. So like for operations, for example, we have fundraising, outreach, podcast, media, social media, and then under engineering we have mechanical, carpentry, electrical, programming, CAD, things like that. And team meetings, we host we try to get scouting meetings in a lot, especially we have one tomorrow for an event we're hosting soon. But meetings just go we have lead meetings.
There's what?
We in lead meetings we get together and talk about what we've done this week and just debrief on everything that we've done and it's very separated. Mechanical is doing their own thing, electrical is doing their own. We need to come together to tell everyone what we're doing and how it helps.
And we want mechanical to know what people in operations are doing, and we want operations to know what people in mechanical are doing. So both sides know what's going on.
So the team leader, everyone that helps in the project, they explain it all. So like this, everyone's in the know.
Everyone knows everything.
Everyone's in the know.
Yeah.
We're
first year it was one small step. I don't really know why we changed it to Regal Eagles, but our school mascot is an eagle. So I think we're pretty sure Regal rhymes with eagle, so we wanted to.
That was rivalry.
But we don't know if that's the real story behind it. But that's what
I'm
we're
not
assuming.
pretty sure that's
But our middle school FLL team is called Regal Eagles.
Oh,
they were
I
created
see.
after our FRC team because a group of fifth graders created our FLL team.
It actually was the seniors this year created the FLL team. Was that five years ago? 6 years ago?
In fifth grade.
Yeah.
So
So so they named it after like Robo Eagles, Regal Eagles, like kind of sound similar. So
That is cool.
Regal Eagle sounds very majestic.
it does.
It does.
I like to think so.
Any other questions about our Eagles?
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun.
And episode airs, and yeah, we'll keep in touch definitely.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Taking you on the world.
You got that? We'll get the necklaces. You got everything.
Any emails you send at 343, I will forward it to these guys.
Yeah,
Sure.
or if you want to
Because
keep,
I am the watcher of that email. To keep
or if you want to contact, their Instagram, we can do that as well. Anything else.
Instagram.
we have Instagram and Facebook.
I think we have it.
TikTok. I keep forgetting about TikTok.
We definitely have a TikTok. I think we have a Facebook. I know we have X,
Yep.
formerly known as Twitter.
We had that, but we didn't have anybody joining. So we just let it.
Yeah,
And if you,
post on that.
the social media, Instagram is probably the way to go. That's very, very heavily managed.
Well, we will look. I will look for you on and follow you.
We'll be sure to follow back.
Competition.
Hey, good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Good luck in your this week.